posture, beauty rest, and more. Come into any of our Bay Area stores or visit sleepworld.com.
Earn a lump sum payout after your first year at Vitas. Our Difference Maker program recognizes their commitment to care for patients at the bedside. Apply today at careers.vitas.com and receive your lump sum payout after year 1.
How's your mental health? I
feel like I spent a lot of time thinking about happiness and how it's just like it fluctuates, and everyone thinks if you're one thing, you're going to be that forever and you're never going to be anything else. And it's really not true. Like, happiness is temporary, but also so is like misery, and things just like morph and change. It just doesn't stay. It goes up and goes down, and things change, and like that's how life works.
Explore more at imlistening.org.
This is LA's Morning News.
On KNX News, 97.1 FM. The voices you trust.
7:30, I'm Mike Simpson.
I'm Vicki Moore. Today's City Council meeting in Los Angeles, it's going to be virtual. We're going to have it, but it's going to be virtual. Community members in person outside LA City Hall this morning demanding change and resignations. Now, in light of to get more live from downtown Los Angeles and our John Baer.
Ever since the scandal exploded, there's been overwhelming pressure on the 3 city council members who were involved to resign. Nuri Martinez did last week, but Kevin DeLeon and Gil Cedillo have so far resisted the pressure to quit.
That sentiment is reflected in their policies and in their decision making, and that renders them unable and unfit for office, and they both need to resign immediately.
That's Sheila Bates and Matter at a campsite near Kevin DeLeon's home. They're keeping the heat on DeLeon and Cedillo. Protesters, though, caused quite a scene at council meetings last week and the Friday meeting all together, but the council is going to try to go back to work online today. Interim President Mitchell Farrell.
What I have to do is make sure that is not held hostage because 2 additional members refused to resign.
He insists the meeting is taking place online because of a COVID exposure. Mike and Vicky, the protesters, are like, yeah, right. They think the council was simply trying to avoid another chaotic situation. Shut the meeting down completely.
And I don't believe it. All right, 7:32. Thanks, John. The VP, Kamala Harris, will be on the move later. She got a flight at 8:30 out of LAX. She was here yesterday appearing with Congresswomen in LA. They had a discussion in Mid-City on abortion rights.
Elections matter on this one, as with everything else. When I'm traveling the country, I remind folks, elections matter in terms of who your local prosecutor is. If you're in a state that has criminalized this, that matters.
That's looking ahead to 3 weeks away.
For freedom and liberty, we need to hold on to the House and the Senate. I'm just saying.
Rick Russo was in Mar Vista Town Hall with people concentrating on homelessness and crime when the VP is moving. Road closures always happen, so we'll have updates.
Just a little more on the subject of abortion, because it's making a little bit of news this morning. There's a Democratic official saying that President Biden will promise today that the first bill he would send to Congress next year, if his party keeps control of both houses, would be a measure trying to codify abortion rights.
Keyword on if. Duplicate ballots in Riverside County, 5,000 of them went out to voters. The mistake was caught over the weekend, but by that point, they were already... Officials say despite the error, none of the duplicate ballots will result in a voter being able to cast more than one. If a voter gets 2 and sends both back in, the first would be processed, the second is automatically voided. Every registered voter in the state is supposed to receive mail-in ballots about a month before the election.
California is sending out those gas rebates or inflation relief rebates. It has to do with the debit card. Were wrong. Supposedly it's been fixed. But let's talk about gas prices this morning. Prices tonight down a nickel in LA County, so we're at 605. AAA says the prices dropped an average of 6 cents in Orange County. The average price there, $5.91.
Remember when we had the fires and the skies were just orange, especially in San Francisco a couple years back? There's a new study takes a closer look at the climate damage caused by wildfires in the state. UC says 16 years of greenhouse gas reductions from 2003 to 2009. All the work we did completely by the fires in 2020 alone. State officials have set a goal of making California carbon neutral by 2045.
There is a new venture capital fund that's said to be devoted to finding new tech to fight fires in California.
Bill Clerico is managing partner at Convective Capital, which has just put up $35 million to fund fire tech.
Fire tech is the idea that
says there just hasn't been enough technology applied to the wildfire problem.
Software to help manage it in various ways, new types of retardants, chemicals, housing technology.
He says around 100 companies working in this space. Already his firm has funded some companies.
One is called Pano.ai.
They build AI systems that can detect smoke on cameras and verify new starts.
A modern day replacement for people standing in lookout towers with binoculars, which is kind of the way it used to be done.
Other companies use satellite maps that software to help insurance companies underwrite wildfire risk.
That is reporter Chris Ann Carla. Is she moving? Is she moving? Vice President supposed to be going from Brentwood to LAX soon.
Call us when she moves. Call Jen, Jennifer York Traffic, 7:30.
And they call. They're call. I love our tipsters. Have I told you I love you lately? Yes. So she's on the move, 405 southbound. I just got a tip call. I was trying to confirm it. I believe this is the case. All lanes are blocked at Sunset. Now that's where she's probably going to get on. You'll head south. That I know. Ooh, we got a backup there. Holy moly. It's probably about 10 miles out of the valley there, 405 south at Sunset. Now, the only good thing about this is once they get on, when she gets on, that motorcade passes, they usually reopen the roadway, but not at this point. Everything's stopped. And that's the situation. If you want to give me a call, let me know what you're experiencing, if you're on that 405 south, or if you're, say, in Playa del Rey or Marina del Rey or Culver City, and you see ramps to the 405 blocks. And sometimes they were going to shut down the east and westbound 10 too, probably. Our KNX traffic tip line 323-467-1070. I want to go to Scott. He's flying in the Southern California Toyota dealer Sky 3. Scotty.
Okay, we do some late running road work on the Highland off-ramp to the 101 southbound, which is blocked. Coinga east is there, but you won't be able to get off the freeway for the 101 southbound. That's going to back you up onto the 170 southbound through Valley Village into the Coinga Pass, and slow again around Vermont down through the 4-level interchange.
Nightmare drive on the westbound side. This is at Paramount, the off-ramp through rudder block because of an overturned rig overnight that caught fire. The backup is all the way out of Cerritos. In that backup was a motorcycle crash, West 91 at the 605, 405 south at Cherry and Signal Hill, Long Beach area. There's an overturned 405 is backed up well before the 710. Another motorcycle crash in Orange County heading into the crush. Southbound south of 5 at State College. You've got the carpool left lane block there with a backup there from before the night. You're heading to Disneyland, just know that South 5 is a parking lot coming out of Way to Park before the 91, heading all the way down to the crush. Our next stop is Port 945 from the Puente Hills Hyundai 24-hour traffic center.
A little bit of a warming trend we're in right now. So today, 70s, 80s, and adding in some 90s, and then more of the 90s as we get to tomorrow. That's the peak of the heat this week. Corona 56, Van Nuys 63, Long Beach 65.
They're talking about the homeless on the buses and trains. The LA County Board of Supervisors is going to consider this motion today to do something about it, particularly in Long Beach, where there have been a lot of complaints connected to the A line there. The Metro, everybody get off at the end of the line there in Long Beach so the trains can be clean. But some of the locals say that it leads to staying there in Long Beach. LA County Supervisor Janice Hahn, also on the Metro Board, and says she thinks that they can solve this.
The county knows how to address this issue. We have the history, we have the personnel, we have the money. So I just want them to let Metro know that they're not alone, that they don't have to address this crisis by themselves.
Again, this is just in the talk stages. The motion also calls for the county to look at the feasibility of operating navigation hubs on a 24/7 nighttime basis.
There was an attempt to block a new state law. It bans the marketing of firearms to minors, and it looks like it's going to fail. So junior sports magazines and their plaintiffs, they filed a lawsuit claiming the measure unfairly targets pro-sex industry advertising designed to make firearms appealing to minors. At a hearing in LA yesterday, a judge tentatively denied this request. No final ruling yet, but the judge indicating she's unlikely to make any major changes when that final decision comes out.
Jen just in my ear saying that the vice president is on the move. Jen, can you hear us? Want to give us a little update there?
So it's this is the 405 South at Sunset, and the calls that I've been getting is that they were all stopped there. She's getting on, I think.